Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to show you one of my more recent purchases of early 2012. I got this in early February of 2012. Um, I know what a lot of you might be thinking. We've seen a gazillion videos on the XDM. I know I have too. Um, but one more can't hurt. If you're like me that watches a ton of videos on the gun that you're about to purchase, it's nice to get, 5, 10, 15 different opinions of what the gun, what people think about the gun that you're about to purchase. If I see a ton of videos of people that like the gun, that it gets me more excited. I'm gonna get a nice piece of hardware here, a nice pistol. Um, so it really does help me, in my opinion, to see more than just a couple um, videos on the same gun. Um, so if you don't want to see this, move along. I got a couple other videos you can watch. So let's crack this open and take a look-see. Now, every video I know starts off with opening the case and looking at the accessories. But again, for anyone new or anyone that subscribes to me, this is a great chance for me to get extra content as well. So this is what you get. You get the paddle holster, which I think is pretty nice. It's not as good as a Phobos. I know a lot of people consider this a good starter gun. I didn't buy it because of the accessories. I bought it because I've always wanted an XDM. I like the fact that it has the 19 round capacity. It's got a very good reputation of being durable, and it's reliable, I should say. So that's why I purchased it. Springfield has always been a great company. I know this one's made in Croatia, and a lot of people claim it's made under a different company. It's just imported by Springfield, whatever. I could care less. It's a great quality gun. But it does come with a bunch of accessories here. Like I was saying, this one's not bad. It's a good range holster. I might wear it on my side while I shoot my other guns. So it also comes with a mag pouch. This is actually not too bad. This is pretty good quality mag pouch. I know a lot of people like leather or stuff like that, so you can wear this on your hip if you want to. This is more of a gun that I would say you would open and carry. Even without this, you'd still probably want to go with like a outside the waistband holster for it. You could probably do inside the waistband. A lot of people do that. It does feel comfortable to me, except for just the length. It does poke me in the side of the leg, so that might be the only thing that would bother me. But I tell you what, once you load these magazines up and you feel the weight of this, that's pretty darn heavy. But but like I said, I bought this. I don't know if I said it. Maybe I didn't say it, but I mainly bought this for just shooting out in the range. It's going to be something I just go out and have fun with, and see how good of a groups I can get. So that's that. Magazine holster. I know I'm kind of random when I do these videos, but oh well. I can't be perfect. But this is a magazine loader. This is not bad. It does come in handy. It's a little awkward using this, because you kind of got to get your round halfway in there, let up, push it in. Definitely got to get a better magazine loader. The Uplula loaders are probably one of the best. That way you can actually push it down, just drop the bullet in, release it, pull it up, and you're good to go. If you watch maybe Hickok's 45 videos, he uses that Uplula loader, which I want to get one of those because it just makes it look a lot nicer. As you could probably tell, of course, you get 2 of the magazines. I got them loaded only just because I want to break in the spring tension a little bit. It's been a few days, so I'm probably going to unload these and let them sit empty. I know a lot of people claim if you leave them loaded for too long, then it's going to wear out your spring too much, and they become unreliable. So these are going to be unloaded here, and maybe tomorrow or the next day or whatnot. So But yeah, these are a pain in the butt to get in there. Some people say they're pretty good until like the last 2 rounds. I found number 10, 11 were kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, I just want to make note. If you ever watch Pete from the Armor channel, he calls this a homo loader, which is pretty funny. Because if you got the homo hands, with the arthritis, this does come in handy. Even if you don't, it still comes in handy. This is, I mean, the goodies in here you get are nice. It's a nice gesture, at least, But nonetheless, let's get to the best part here, which is the gun, which we're going to set this case aside. Makes it a little bit brighter too, huh? So I decided to go with the 4.5-inch barrel. I decided that was long enough for me. The 5.25 or 5.5 or whatever they have out now. I really did think about getting that one as well, but the price on that is about I want to say about $100 more. So for me, this gun was like about $650 with tax and all, and where I live. I think the one with the longer barrel was probably about $100 more, within the 700, 750 range, I want to say. So I decided for the extra barrel length, it's not worth that much more. So I went with the 4.5-inch, and this is the 9mm Xdm 9mm. I'm a fan of 9mm because it is a nice round, and it's a lot cheaper than 45. That's why I bought 9mm, because 45 is pretty expensive. Consider the price of the 9mm. And I went with a bitone. I told myself I'm not walking out of a gun shop with black on black, even though they are really nice. I love the bitone look to it, and the lighting just doesn't do it justice. The lighting, I've tried my best to get the best lighting I can in my house, but this is probably as good as it's going to get for right now. But nonetheless, let's just make sure it's empty. Stick the old finger in there. Oh, that felt good. Anyways, sorry. It is kind of goofy that people do that, but on the other hand, it's a great way to make sure your chamber is not loaded, because just depending on depending on the slide to eject a round out, you got to make sure it's safe. So, as you've probably seen in many videos, this has a few safety features. I don't know if I'd call them safety features, because I consider a safety something that you manually have to flip on and off. Like a 1911, or something like M&P with the safety that some of the M&Ps have the safety on them. Something that you flip on and off is what I consider an actual safety. Because naturally gripping the gun and putting your finger on the trigger and pulling it, so if you just grab this gun, it's gonna fire. So, but this will ensure that you have a proper grip on it to fire. The Glock-like safety here will ensure that you can't pull it, from the side. It's not gonna let you do it. So I guess it could potentially, possibly, might just prevent, an accident or negligent discharge, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's just one of those things where this is nice, because if you do pull it from the side, you shouldn't have it loaded in the first place. So I shouldn't babble on about that. But this, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, you grab it and it's ready to go. Loaded chamber indicator. Like Pete from the Armory channel would say, not everyone remembers that there's a round in the chamber. So having something that's visually, showing you that the chamber's loaded is nice. Plus, if it's something that you're using in the dark, like, most people say you can run your finger over there. If it's flat, you might want to consider racking one in. This indicates that the gun's cocked, so you can tell by feeling it, that that you're ready to go. So I don't see them, hindering your ability to shoot at all. It's just, for me, it gives you a nice indication that the gun's cocked. If the chamber indicator's down, it's most likely not loaded, but of course you just still want to check. It's just, common sense. I like the fact that it's got the indentation here as well. It makes it, kind of nice to put your thumb there. I don't have one up here, no big deal. It's got the rails for lights and lasers, which I might pick with a laser up. That would be kind of cool. It's got a couple serrations on the front of the trigger guard there if you shoot like this, which I'm going to try. I never really shot like that. I didn't really think it was a good way to shoot, but I've never tried it, so I'm going to try it. It's got front serrations here, which is nice. It's just got a really stiff spring, so... But the one thing that, if you do get one of these, you'll notice is that when you do go to cock it, sometimes I do grab it at the bottom just so my hand's completely out of the way of the trigger guard. I do like sometimes to grab it at the bottom and try to cock it. But this one you have to depress that to pull the slide back. Not a big deal. I've only caught myself once. I was checking the chamber before the video and I grabbed it down here, put my finger out like that. Sometimes I hold it like that, and that time I just barely got it, but last time I just did that and I thought there was something wrong with it. So, which is, I guess it's kind of nice. I mean, if a small kid gets a hold of it, they might grab it like this and try to pull it, and I don't know, it might help, it might not, whatever. Excuse me. One thing I like about this too is the trigger. Very nice trigger, and this is where this one kind of, last time I tried doing this video I had a problem. I was trying to hold it up like this to get it in frame, and I was trying to pull the trigger and I forgot, oh yeah, grip safety. So that's fine. I mean, you could have someone that holds it like this and they, but you gotta depress that, of course. So trigger is really nice. I mean, it's got it's a little bit stiff, but I like that because it gives you a little indication of when it's gonna break. So, but and resets really good. That's one of the M's in the Xdm is minimal trigger reset, so it does reset pretty good. And that's one thing you got to get used to when you're shooting, is let it back till it clicks and then pull it again. So that just increases your accuracy a little bit. But you have to get used to when it does reset right there. So that's something to practice with, I guess. Really easy to break down. I'll break it down real quick. I don't want to make the video way too long, but put the slide all the way back, lock it in place, of course, and then turn this lever here upward, and then let it go. You can either let it go with the slide by holding on to it, of course. Don't let it go by just hitting that, or just, and then push it right off. It comes right off. There's your frame. These guide rails are plastic, but I'm sure they've put thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds through it and never had a problem. So it looks pretty easy to clean, of course. I ran some ballast all through it already. And of course your spring comes out. This is real tight, so I'm not going to do it right now, but you just take that out, take the barrel out, screw it. You just push forward. It's kind of awkward doing it behind the camera. Metal guide rod, which is nice, if I didn't mention that already. Take the barrel out, and that's it. Ready to clean her up. Like I mentioned, I cleaned mine with ballast all. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that use ballistol. I'm going to do this off to the side because it's a really tight spring. See what I mean? But I clean my guns with ballistol. I'm not sure why I'm telling you, but you know, it leaves nice residue, you know, and all that good stuff. So you just click it back in there. You're ready to go. That's kind of a waste of time, but whatever. Top her back on. Put her back in frame, of course. Flip the lever back down. There you go. And if you wish to, you can press that. So it's pretty safe right now. So anyways, I'm not going to make this real long. It's already getting to about 16 minutes. So of course, if you have any questions, let me know. I will talk to you guys later. See ya.